different types of. This is a way of declaring an initialization of a variable. This is one of the method of initialization of a variable in an array and with a semicolon. Now, here we declare the student as an array of three elements. Student 0, student 1 and student 2. Here we have given an array name as in 3. So array will be initialize the value from the 0, 1, 2. Start with the value with the 0. If you are giving in 3, it start with the 0, 1, 2. If you are providing the array of student 4, then start with the 0, 1, 2, 3. Like this, it will be initialized. And initialize the member. Here, how it will be initialized internally. Internally, how this values will be initialized internally. Now, student 0, okay, student 0 of subject 1 is 40, student 0 of subject 2 is the 60, subject 3 is the 80. So, on student 1 of subject, okay, subject 1 is 70, student 1 of subject 2 is 50, student 1 of subject 3 is 66. Like this, student 2 of subject 3, subject 1 and subject 2 and subject 3, like this. Subject 1, 52 of student 3, 36 of student 2 and subject 2, and 71 of subject student 2 and subject 3. Like this, it will be initialize the value internally. Now here, this is a memory location. We can say that we're not able to see internally how the storage of information will be there. The array of structure is stored inside the memory location in the same way as two-dimensional array or multi-dimensional array how we use. This is the way it will be initialized internally in the memory location. Student 0 of subject 1, student 0 of subject 2, student 0 of subject 3, so on up to the student 2 and subject 3. Like this, the marks will be obtained according to you how you are initializing in an array. Okay, like this, you can initialize a 3 array of the student, and you can initialize 4, 5. Like this, you can initialize a multiple way in an array of structure. Now, next topic, arrays within structure. How the array will be utilized within a structure. Now, C permitted in a various uses of arrays, different forms of uses of arrays as a structure member. Here we have already used arrays of characters inside the structure in a previous class. The same simultaneously, we can use a single dimensional or multi-dimensional or two-dimensional arrays of types of the data types of integer or float. Now let's see how it will be declared the arrays within structure. Now here, previously we discussed the topic is known as the arrays and structure. Now here we are declaring arrays within structure. Okay. Now every structure program starts with a struct. It is a keyword, and marks is a tag name. We can say structure name, variable name, and start with the flower bracket. And after that, elements declaration. First element, I'm writing a number, that is by using the data type as an int. Second, subjects, that is a float where I'm using, and two variables I'm using. Then and with the flower bracket, then declaring the structure. Okay, this is a structure. Here, members of the structure subject contain 3 elements. Subject 0 here. How the members of the subject will be there? Subject 0, subject 1, and subject 2. This is the 3 members we are initializing. And subject 2, student 2. These elements can be accessed using appropriate subscripts. For example, student 1 of subject. Okay, student 1 of subject 2. Okay, now we refer student 1 of subject 2. Okay, refers the marks obtained in the third subject by the second student. Third subject of the second student. Now, structure containing and pointers. Next topic. Now here in this topic, this is an important topic in this particular unit. Structure containing and pointers. How the pointers will be used in a structure. As a name of an array stands for the address of here. I'm giving some example to you, the small example. In this template, I'm explaining to you how the structure containing and pointer. We know the name of the array stands for the addresses of its elements, of its zeros elements, we can say. The same thing is true for the name of arrays of structure variables. Now, suppose we are using an array variable of product with a data type product with an elements of name, number, and price. The name product represents the address. This name product represents the address of its zeroth element. Okay, and this statement declares the product of an array. The statement declares the product of an array of two elements. Two elements. Each of these types, okay, data type struct records data type. This is a struct record and pointer as a PTR. This is a PTR. PTR is a pointer to the data object of the type struct record. And here the PTR assigns is equal to product. This PTR assigns the product. Now we are assigned the address of the zeroth element of the product PTR. This is the pointer PTR. The pointer PTR will now point the product of zero. Its member can be accessed using the following notation. How the members will access this PTR pointer, how the members will be accessed. PTR name, okay, this is known as, this is the way we can point in a star pointer by using the minus sign and greater than symbol. Okay, this is the way we can point by using the pointer. PTR, this pointer PTR will now point the product of zero, okay, and its member will access using the following way. PTR name with the elements, PTR number, PTR price. This is the way it will be point, okay, to the members. Now, next, the symbol, I've just now informed you the symbol minus greater than is called the arrow pointer. It is known as the arrow pointer and also known as the member selection operator. Is also known as the member selection operator, and it is used and we can assign this by using the minus and greater than keyword symbol, we can say keyboard or symbol. Now the PTR minus and greater than is similar way to write the product of zero. Okay, similar way, just same way we can write the product of 0 and 2 like this we can write by using this pointer minus and greater than. Now pointer PTR is incremented by 1. The pointer PTR is incremented by 1. It is not made to point the next record, that is point product 1. It will next time it will increment 1, then the product 2 will be assigned. Now here I'm writing one statement. It will be print the values of members. I'm writing one statement with the print the value of members of all the elements of name, number, and price. Now let's see this all the members elements of product, how the array will be utilized. Now I'm using the for loop PTR. This is a pointer product. Your PTR is equal to product. Okay. Now we are assigning the product of 0. Now PTR less than product. Okay, whatever the value we are writing, PTR value is less than the product value. Okay, plus increment of 2, then it will be increment the value of 1, then product become 1. Like this, it will be print the value of name, number, and price. Okay, now and we also use the notation how we represent the product of PTR. Pointer PTR, okay, always you have to write within the parenthesis. Okay, it will be access the member number, it will access number, it will be access, and the name it will be access, and price. How it will be used in a different way means always the pointer PTR, always you have to write the parenthesis around the pointer PTR. It is a necessary because the member operator we are using. Now pointer PTR, operator of the member, number of elements. Now as in we discuss this, why we use like this means, why we write the parenthesis means the operator asterisk, the operator asterisk has a higher precedency. Okay, the operator has a higher precedency than the operator asterisk. Operator asterisk have a lower precedency than the operator dot. Now next topic is a union. Okay, what is the difference between the structure and the union? Why we use the union? A union we will use in a different way. As a union will allocate the storage in a different data type in the same memory location. Union is a special data types available. Okay, by using this data type, we allow to store the different data types in the same memory location, not in a different memory location, in the same memory location. We define this union with many members, but only one member can contain a value at a given time. Not more than one. Only one member we can, okay, only one member can contain the value. Not more than one member. Okay, at a given time. Union provides, this union will provide in an efficient way using the memory location for the multiple purpose. Okay, now let's see the definition of the union. Union, this by using this concept of union, borrow from the structure only. It is not a separate topic. We will borrow this union topic from the structure and follow the same syntax or the structure. The only difference of the union syntax is you have to start with the union. Structure is always start with the struct. Here see struct, we start with the struct. Here the union is always start with the union with the union tag name, we can say variables, and start with the flower bracket, the member of the member elements of the union. We can say member definitions also, member definition 1, 2, so on up to the n, and end with the flower bracket. And one or more union variables we can assign just like in structure. Now let's see the example how the union will be assigned. How with an example, every union program start with the union and its tag name. I'm writing an item. In this item we have a members of M, X, and C. Here we have an variables of the this union of item code. Here we declare the variable code of type union in a union item. The union contains this union contain of item 3 different variables. We can say members. Each member have a different data types. and we can use only one at a time. As in definition of the union, only one at a time we can utilize. One at a time we can use. Due, that is due to the fact that only one allocation is allocated for the union variable. Okay, irrespective of its size. Irrespective of size, it will be allocate and pick the first one. Now, a variable of data type, the variable of data type stored in an integer, okay, floating point members and string, okay, and string of characters. It means a single variable of same memory location, that is same memory location, used to store the multiple types of data. Now we can use this in any built-in or user-defined data types inside the union based on the requirement of the program. Now here, let's see one small example for the union. And here I'm creating in the union with the tab name as a data. In the data, we have a members of integer and float of characters string with the array of 20. Now, and with the union and with the semicolons. Now, every program starts with main function, and execution of the program, execution of the main function. The union data with the name of the union is an info we are creating. We are now here, we are asking that here the union, what is the, it will execute. Union will use only one at a time. Okay, union use only one of them at a time. Out of these three, it will be used only one at a time as per the definition of the union. Now we are memory size of the memory occupied with the data, whatever the data will be there, how it will be occupied the size. According to the size, it will be executed. Now here we are printing the value. The size, memory size occupied with the data is %d, size of the data, size of the data. Now size of data we are searching now, print return 0. Now it will be occupied the size, memory size occupied by the data is 20. Now let's see the example of. Now here the example of the union, a small example I'm showing to you. Every program start with the main function. Before the main function, we have to declare the union. Union also we have to declare about the main function, and about the union we have to declare the header files. That is in for the printf scanf, standard input output header file, and CLR, SCL, and getch for the console input output header file. The information will be stored in this particular header file. Now start with the union with the tag name, and same example that is there in a PPT I am here showing to you, and with the different types of elements, integer, float, and strings. According, it will execute only one according to the size of the memory allocation. Now here the size of the character strings we are providing the 20. Now close the union and end with the semicolon, terminate with the semicolon, and start with the main function, execution of a program, union, data, info. Information, I'm giving a name as an info so that we are finding the size of the memory occupied by the data. Now %d we are using to find the size of information of the particular data of the union. Now return 0. After that we have to go with the save, then compile. Let's see, it will successfully compile here, then go with the run of the program. It will run successfully like this. Now let's Next topic is the difference between structure and union. Now, what are the main difference between the structure and a union? Here we are discussed. Here I'm starting with the, whenever we are writing an exam, we have to go with the syntax of the structure and a union. As usually I'm providing to you in a difference between the structure and a union. Every structure syntax is such tag name, start with the semi flower bracket, then the members of the data type. We can say declaration of a member of element. Then go with the and with the flower bracket and terminate with the semicolon. Terminate with the semicolon. Here we have to write the termination of a semicolon. Now, union also. The union will be start with the union and remaining all syntax is same as a structure. Okay, union name, we can tag name the members of the particular union, then close flower bracket and terminate with the semicolon. Now, next, in a structure, every structure member is allocated the memory when the structure variable is defined. In a structure, we have to allocate every structure member, how many members we are allocating. It will be allocate the memory when a structure variable is defined. Coming to the union, use the memory equivalent to be the largest item. It will be providing the memory for the union members according to the largest item is allocated the commonly for all the members. Okay. Now, next structure. In a structure, all the members of the structure can be assigned the value at a time. Okay, at a same time we can say. Here, value will be assigned for the union to one member. Okay, may cause the change in the value of other members. Okay, this is in members. Sorry. Now, next, fourth point for the structure. All members of the structure can be initialized at the same time. Okay, but you know very well, union, only one member can initialize at a time. Okay, next point for the structure. Value assigned to one member will not cause the change in other members in a structure. Whenever we are assigning any value to any member of the structure will not change in other members. It will not change. If you are assigning the value to the member 1, the member 2 will not change. Now here, value in a union, value assigning to one member may cause change. Okay, may cause change in the value of the other member. Think I am assigning the value to the member 2, it may cause change to the member 1. The next final point of the structure is the usage of the structure is efficient when all the members are actively used in a program. Okay, the usage of structure is efficient for all members. Okay, that members are actively used in a program. Now, for the union, the usage of union is efficient when all members of the union, when all members of it are not required to be accessed at the same time, are not required to be accessed at the same time. Now, here we finish our 5th unit, and this is an important 4 questions. Maybe it will become in a final examination for IP. This is a short answers and this is a long answers. Short answers I'm giving to you what is structure and write the syntax, and what is union within syntax, what is pointer within syntax of the pointer, and what are the advantages of the pointers. Out of these 3, it will definitely come the one question or 2 questions. Now, next, the very much long important long answers are: the first, explain about the structure and arrays. Now, last topic we discussed, what are the difference between the structure and a union? This is an important question. Read and practice. And the program, whatever the programs I provided to you, please practice it. Thank you very much. My name is Mohammad Faizuddin, JL in Computer Science from Government Vocational Junior College, Nampally Bazarghat. Thank you very much.